gonna shove that nerdy little Cole Scott down that hole over there, and he's gonna eat dirt.
My laughing and having fun.
Here, I have my phone right here. Let's look at CNN student news.
Today we will focus on the sun. Just this morning, scientist Mr. John noticed a massive solar flare, the biggest one ever directly recorded. Many scientists claim that it is more than twice as powerful as the last record holder. A solar flare is a large explosion of magnetic energy in the sun's atmosphere which look like an intense increase of brightness on the sun's surface. They cannot be detected with the naked eye but can be seen through telescopes, space X-rays, or thermal imaging equipment. The amount of energy released in these solar flares is equivalent to millions of 100 megaton atomic bombs exploding all at the same time, and 10 million times greater than the amount of energy released in a volcanic eruption. A flare occurs when magnetic energy that has built up in the solar atmosphere is suddenly released. They mostly occur in the active regions around sunspots. Their frequency varies from several a day to once a week depending on how active the sun is. Large flares are less common than smaller, one-stop solar activity cycles in an 11-year cycle, at the peak of which there are more solar flares and even more sunspots. Now let's take a look at the sun's features. First, let's look at the sun's core. The core is in a plasmatic state. That means that it is not quite liquid or solid, just somewhere in between. The core is about 15 million degrees Fahrenheit. It also generates 99% of the fusion to power the sun. The next zone is the radiative zone. It ranges from 200,000 degrees Fahrenheit to up to temperatures as high as 15 million degrees. Energy travels through this zone as the form of electromagnetic radiation, or as photons. It takes an average of 171,000 years for energy to travel through this zone. Now on to the convective zone. This zone is in plasma form. Energy in this zone is transferred to the next zone through convection, making the energy travel through a lot quicker than the radiative zone. The energy travels when the hot plasma rises and cools as it nears the surface, then falls to be heated again. This zone ranges from 200,000 degrees to 10,292 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for the final layer, the photosphere. It is the surface of the sun. The solar atmosphere from the sun goes from transparent to opaque in 400 kilometers. There is less pressure in the photosphere than there is on Earth.
Well, that video is very informational and all, but we're still Hey Cole, where'd you get that hat?
What hat?
Hi. So you're stuck down here too. I've been down here for 2 weeks. All I got is some old Christmas lights and lozenges. I also got this half-eaten apple and this book, but I can't read. I think I hit my head on something.
Oh, that didn't feel too good.
Well, I guess since we've got a book, we might as well read it while we're stuck down here.
Here, I'll read it to you guys. The day the sun turned red. Chapter 1. One morning I woke up to my phone ringing. So I picked it up and answered it. Hello, I said, but no one responded. I looked out my window to look at the sunset and noticed something was off. The sun was bigger, much bigger. My thoughts were interrupted as I heard a scream and a sob from the kitchen. I raced to the kitchen, my heart racing, and I noticed my mother sitting on the couch with her head in her hands. What's wrong? I asked. It's the sun, she sobbed. What's wrong with the sun? It can't hurt us. I mean, what's it gonna do? Swallow us up? Yes, she replied. she sobbed some more. She turned on the science channel, which confirmed that what she had said. The sun will go into its red giant phase and kill us all.
Okay, I'm done with that book. It seems sad. Let's go to the news instead.
Today I am very sad to report to you that scientists believe the sun will go in its red giant phase in the upcoming year. The red giant phase is when the sun grows many times its former size and turns red. It will grow so big and hot, it will consume Earth. The only hope is for us to invent a spaceship that can take us to a young new galaxy that has our basic needs, which is very unlikely to happen. Waste your money and make the best of your last year. That is all the news for today.
You know what's funny? Is that he said to waste all our money in the last year we have, and yet I don't have any money. And if you wanted the apple, I already ate it. Maybe we could have planted an apple tree. Well, don't you guys think that what the book said and what's actually going on is a strange coincidence?
Yeah, that is kind of odd. We really need to get out of here. Maybe the book has a happy ending that can save us.
Yeah, Cole, read the last page.
Hey Bryce, look at this. It's blueprints for an expensive and easy to build spaceship.
Okay, well we really need to get out of here now. We have to take this to NASA. Save people. Okay.
Let's go!
Hey, I can't live in here for another day. Darkness is getting like unsealed. Remains ever hold on to faces. I dig another grave. Meanwhile, the mice and dead are weak.
We got these blueprints that can build an inexpensive rocket that's easy to build and can save all the people on Earth. Come to my house today. How'd you get out of there so fast? Oh, there's a secret passageway. And by the way, did I tell you guys that I was a NASA scientist? No, you didn't. Okay, so can you take these blueprints to NASA so we can save the world? Okay, you betcha. Thanks.
What about the money?
Wait, it's in here somewhere. Huh? Wait, no. There you go.
Wow. Hey, I thought you were poor.
I got a raise.
What's this? Come here, Bryce. Dear hole buds, it turns out the blue paints ain't working. You wasted us this time.